Okay, so here you can see FX open. This is my account. This is, and of course I'm gonna hide everything. I don't want to put myself in danger. The information, registration date here. Now let's reload here. Say note so you can see this real data. Okay, here. See it? So here I'm going to show you another broker that I'm using, which is I was using, which is our Barbie. Operate.com, and I'm not affiliate with them in any way. I think they are reliable. They've been here for a while, but here is the main thing. I joined them in 2012. You can see the B2 here. You can see this. The thing is just showing you how long I've been here. So let's reload. I just want to make things clearly transparent and see that that's really what it is. You can see nothing much. Okay, let's go into the video, shall we? So I'm not going to show you more. That's very risky. So
Hello YouTube, and welcome to the episode 2 of my trading journey. So maybe you are already new. I dropped out of high school in I think around 2008 or 2009. I lost track like more than 10 years ago, and it's really difficult for me to actually remember exactly the day. But anyway, I dropped out of high school around grade 11 and I never go back. I never go to university or something. The reason why is because I lost someone I love. I lost a dear friend, or maybe even more. And I think she was in the United States. She was a Vietnamese, but she was in the United States at that time, I think so, if I remember exactly. So anyway, the emotion kicked in, and I talk about my family. I talk about friends. I talk about who I want to be in the future. How long it's gonna take me to graduate from university? How long it's gonna take me to graduate from high school? Make enough money for myself, enough money for my living and kind of thing before I can actually, I don't know, I just like, it looked like 10 years or even more, and at that moment I just cannot wait. I just feel like people can go away from me. I can just lose someone. I can just lose someone at some point of life, random, and I don't know when. So I make my decision and I dropped out of high school. After that, I started an online business, and then it's grown to 2 business and then 3 business. And most of my business, I just basically resell something. Either it's a software, a proxy, or something. I find a cheap place, I find a shops, and then I just resell it to others people. So it's all come down to marketing and how you sell your digital product. So it's basically just that. And they actually grew pretty fast, and I make quite a lot of money. Even better, I make a lot of money passively. And yeah, that's, I think, around 5 figures 10 years ago, and that's really a lot of money. Even I make a lot of money at a younger age, no one around me actually told me what to do with such huge amount of money. So eventually I just tried to brainstorm, start more business, and later on the business was a failure. But the first few business do generate enough income for me to actually keep pushing and pushing. I never actually invest in anything. I never buy a land or real estate or or apartment or something. I never buy anything. I just travel around, watch movie, enjoy the life, and I never really spend a lot of money. I really like because I am more of like just enjoy food, traveling around, seeing new experiences, listen to other people's story. I'm not a kind of person that buying like fancy clothes or something. So that's just me. In sum up, I never know how to spend the money wisely. So even I make a lot of money, eventually I still feel deep down that I'm just a lucky guy. And that insecure feeling drive me to find something that I can be good at. Because even I make a lot of money, I never actually consider myself as good enough. I consider that's lucky because that's my very few first like I start something after I drop out of high school, and they turn out to be so good, and they turn out to be a really huge success. I got like thousands of clients and subscription, and the money is just pouring, and I'm still feeling like I'm missing something. That's when I try to find more, and that's when I come to trading. I come to trading just at an incident in when I joined a seminar about trading, and when I heard about it, I was hooked. The idea about trading, when I heard on the seminar, it is something that free. It is something that like you know how it feels when it's like, well, you can just open your computer. You can work anywhere. You can be your own boss. You can travel along with your girlfriend and still trading. And if you don't want to trade, you can just close your lab, go somewhere else, have fun, and come back and trade, make some money day in, day out, pull up the money from the market day in, day out, and well, that sounds amazing. Until it's not, isn't it? My very first Forex broker that I joined, I think it's more than 10 years ago. Maybe it's 13 years. It's more than 12 years, of course. But I can never remember the name. I lost the email, and I still do have a sum, and I lost a lot of information because I never backed up and kind of thing. But eventually, the broker the forex broker that I actually can remember is FX Cast and FX Open, and I think FX Open is still in business, but FX Cast, they are gone. And well, the very first broker that I remember that I got the first feeling of process. Well, let me mention my first mentor is someone who like claimed to be working in commercial bank for I think for more than 10 years or something, and he trade six fingers account. Well, that for me as a new trader, when I heard that, I felt like amazing. I felt like I met someone that I supposed to, and I want to learn from him, and that's when I started to trading with him. And when I trade with him, and eventually he didn't charge me anything, which we were just friends, and the way he trades is basically DCA, adding to losing position and a lot of poor habits that later on in my journey I realized that it was not trading, it's more like gambling. Anyway, that's by following that strategy, by just adding and adding and adding when like the same loss sign, just try to DCA, try to average down your loss, and eventually when the market turn, you make some money. And that's when I make my first withdrawal from FXCast. I can still remember the first feeling when I withdraw that amount of money. I think it's for $800. I called to my mom and I said, "Mom, finally I did it. I found something that I think is resonate with me, and I think that's something that I feel good to talk about." And you know what? Coming up next, of course, that I'm a new trader. I share my trading. Eventually, I pull out my account a few days later. I deposit my profit into the account back, and I lost the profit too. And I starting to pull in more of my money into it, and I keep losing. asset. So eventually, that kind of first paycheck, that kind of first withdrawal, that made me call my mom and tell her about my success. I thought it was a door to a new opportunity. But eventually, later on, I realized that it's not opportunity, but it's more like a door to disaster. I opened a door for myself to build a bad trading habit that took me years. Is that bad trading habit? It took me like maybe 1 month to build, but it took me years to understand what I was doing wrong and how I'm gonna learn to live with it and to replace that habit with something else. And like always, I don't want to make the video too long. And if you are just starting out, it is your third or second year, and you are not losing much, let me tell you something. You are way ahead. You are way ahead of more than 90% of traders. If you are not losing much, or you are break even, that's even better. I know that you feel like you are not making anything, you are not making progress. If you're feeling that way, well, let me tell you, you're not. You're actually moving forward. You just don't see it yet. One day, the result will come. And that result, that byproduct of all your efforts, is gonna say to you that, hey, thank you for believing in yourself. Thank you for keep pushing. Doesn't matter how other people look, how others are making money and you are not. Thank you for believing in yourself. That day will come. I promise you. If you are just starting out and you are not losing money, you are way ahead of us. But you know what really pulls most traders down? When new traders, they heard about this statistic. Like myself, when I first heard about 95% of traders are losing money. Later on, right now, I believe in the real number is a lot higher, even 99%. Well, when I first heard about the stats, I laughed hard, and deep down in myself, I think that I am more special. I am more special. My first two business were a success. I didn't have any university degree or something, and I make a huge success. That's the reason why in trading I'm gonna do the same. People may take 10 years, 5 years, but I'm gonna just 1 year and I'm gonna make it. And I'm gonna be a great trader, inspire the world. And 13 years now I'm calling myself a developing trader. When you are not humble, let me tell you something, when you are not humble, or when you are getting a huge success in, I don't care what aspect of life, the market will humble you. And eventually you, doesn't matter how you think you are special, you know what? I think every new trader, everyone that come into this space thinking that I'm a special person. So when everyone is thinking that they are special and they're going to be a professional trader, they're going to make a living trading faster than the average. So that special thinking is gonna make us all the same. All the same. So sorry for the emotion, but that is true. Or else that's with me. And I don't want to make this too long. I wish you good luck and good trading. And if this video somehow resonate with your story, your feeling, please let me know, because that's my true feeling, and that is somehow something that I really appreciate if you can share it with me. If you want more, please subscribe and like. And again, thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being around and sharing your journey with me, just like I did. I see you on the next video.